Hey guys, welcome back. Here today again with another special edition with my wife Kelly, and we're going to share with you 5 simple ways to bless your spouse. That's right, 5 simple ways to bless your spouse today. So if you're new here today, I want you to go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel and leave us a comment down below on how God is blessing you or blessing your marriage. So again, today we're talking about 5 simple ways to bless your spouse. And we're going to start with number one. Number one is really good. Do a chore that they usually do. So basically what this is, and we do it sometimes, is, we play a role in our house, each one of us, where, one of us tackles one set of chores and another tackles a different set. And some of them overlay and overlap, but for the most part, I'm taking out the trash, and she's taking care of the laundry for the most part. But every now and then, just to bless each other, one of us will do the chore for the other one. Like if I see laundry starting to get a little bit piled up and behind because she's had a busy week, I'll go in there and start folding laundry. Or if I'm just wiped out from the week and she sees me like get one of the kids down for a nap or something, I'll catch her out taking the trash can to the road, which is a huge blessing. You may think it's not that big of a blessing, but it is, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. So when I have had a busy week and I haven't been able to get to the laundry, which, with 3 kids really piles up fast, and he does take the time instead of, just relaxing after the kids are in bed. If I'm still like in getting Roman down or something like that, I come back and he's folding laundry. It really does bless me so much to know that he was thinking of me, and it's not something that he normally does just because it's kind of what I typically do. And so that's really a blessing to me that he did that for me, unless it's you're looking for clothes or something, I don't know. I think he does it for me though. But yeah, and taking out the garbage is not something I normally do. And those are just 2 examples, but it's the intention of our hearts. Like, I am not necessarily doing it because it needs to get done and he's just not doing it. It's okay, he didn't do this yet, or let me go out of my way to be a blessing to him and to help make his day.
Definitely. And that's such a great point of really all of these 5 ways we're going to bring up. Is the reason behind doing them is to just bless your spouse. Just bless them. Just the fact that they know that you went outside your normal routine or tradition just because they were on your mind and you wanted to make them smile.
And that's almost more of a blessing than the actual thing that you did, just knowing that they wanted to bless you. At least that's how it is for me. Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, so number 2, and this is one of my favorites, surprise them with one of their favorite treats. Now, we like to drink like the iced coffees and stuff, and sometimes I'll take the boys to go pick up groceries. Well, McDonald's happens to be on the way back, so I can bless our boys with a McDonald's breakfast and her, but I also can get her favorite frappe drink. And just going out and without her knowing, without her having to ask, getting her the things that she likes as a special treat to come home, and then she sees that and she's like, wow, you were out there doing the stuff, taking care of business, and you took the time to think of me.
Yeah, definitely a blessing. And I work from home. Those of you that know me, I work from home, so I really am not out and about very much without Devin. So when I am out by myself, I will try and sometimes surprise him, if I'm going by the gas station, and if he's not on a diet, of course, getting him a Slurpee. Or, another way that I try and bless you is, because I'm the one who does the grocery orders. We do Kroger pickups, so sometimes I will, order something that you're not expecting that, you like. And this doesn't just have to be about food. Like, it could be other things. For us, we love food. So,
Yeah, but
That's the easy thing, but
sometimes you order stuff off of Amazon,
yeah.
and like you'll hear me say like, I really need a new pair of sunglasses, and then next thing I know, we get a delivery and it's sunglasses that I like, and she went ahead without me even having to say, hey, could you order this for me? She just remembered that, hey, he said he needed a new pair of sunglasses, and she was able to bless me in that way.
Yeah, so it doesn't have to be, anything expensive. It doesn't have to be even, it could be just, you're at home and your husband really likes ham and cheese sandwiches the way you make them, or, it could be anything, and you can just go out of your way to bless them with a homemade treat or, something like that. It doesn't have to be buying something necessarily. Yeah. So.
Which brings us to our next point, number 3. And that is something that won't cost you anything. And that's to write them a note, write them a letter, send them a text message. There's so many ways to communicate today. Social media posts, an email if you're still using email. There's so many things you do, but write a special note just for them, for no other reason other than you were thinking about them. It could make them laugh, it could make them smile, it could be real heartfelt, and if you're like my wife and you read something heartfelt, you just start crying. But just make them feel special in your writing, that you were thinking of them again.
Yeah, this is something that I haven't done in a while. I'm sorry. But I know I used to, like when we were both working, and we were getting home at different times than each other. Sometimes I would leave like a note on the counter or wherever he would see it, like, I love you, I hope you have a great day, I'll see you when I get home, or can't wait to spend time with you, things like that. But now I guess sometimes when I'm upstairs working, we'll send each other little text messages, here and there, and it is nice. It lets each other know that we're thinking about each other, even though our day is really busy, and it could just be a text, what do you want for lunch, what do you want, this and that. But no, if we send like, I love you, I miss you, I can't wait to spend time with you, after the kids go to bed, or whatever, it's just something a little extra, and it doesn't cost a thing.
That's right. And our next point, number 4, and this one's a little tough, but it's doing something that they like to do that you don't necessarily like to do. Like you see it on the TV comedies where the man will go like to the opera with his spouse and go sit through the opera even though he may not like it. For me, it may be sitting down with her and watching the show The Bachelor. I don't necessarily get into The Bachelor or The Bachelorette or The Spatula or The Spatulorette, but I'll sit down and watch it with her because she likes the show. And that's something she really likes to do. And it's very important that, you do that for your spouse. You pour into them. You show them that, hey, I care about you more than I care about what I want to do.
Yeah, it's sometimes, it can be easy, like if you put yourself in the frame of mind where you are being selfless and, putting your spouse first, then it can come easy. It can be something simple like, for me, I feel stressed out when the house is a mess and disorganized. So on the other hand, it doesn't bother Devin at all. So when things are, all in disarray, and, we have 3 kids, so that's very, it can happen very easily. He will, go out of his way sometimes just to organize and kind of get things in order because he knows that it will bless me and help me to, not be stressed out about it. So, because sometimes I may not have time to get to it. I'm busy with work or other things. And if he may have the time, he could use it for other reasons, but he will choose to bless me by doing something that kind of, makes me feel better. So
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily have to be like, a TV show or a outing. It could be anything, go out of your way to do something that you wouldn't normally do, but, you do it because your spouse likes it.
Amen. Which brings us to our fifth and final way to bless your spouse. And this is probably the most important one. And that is pray for them. Ask them what you can pray for them about. And this is huge because we can't read each other's minds all the time. Sometimes we know what each other's thinking, but that comes from being with each other since we were just little kids. But ask them, vocalize it, say, what is going on today, or what is on your mind this week? What can I pray for you about? Because oftentimes we know Satan, he likes to come in and throw darts into our minds. And as a spouse, you may not know what the demons are speaking or trying to do to your spouse unless they vocalize it and say, I could really use prayer in this area. And allow them to just open it up. And not only that, but as you allow them to pray for you, they're blessed as well, because now they're spending time with God. And maybe if you just lock up like a clam and, well, what can I pray for you about? And you say, no, I don't really need anything. And then they may feel like, well, I don't have anything to pray for if you don't need me to pray for anything. So I think that's really important.
Remember, as you are asking your spouse, what can I pray for you today? Is there anything that you need that I can help with? Or, what's going on today that maybe I can pray about? And you can also, let them know that you have been praying for them. I could tell you, I know that it seems like your day has been stressful. I want you to know that I've been praying for you. And I think just in that can bless your spouse, because then they don't feel alone in their frustrations or, whatever's going on. If you know that they have an important day or a stressful day coming up, just let them know, I am going to be praying for you today. You got this. And I think that could really help encourage
Absolutely.
each other.
Amen. So that was 5 ways in which you can bless your spouse. Don't you want to be a blessing to your spouse? Don't you want to bless your marriage and have more joy and have more peace in it? Well, these are 5 ways that you can do that. And maybe you already knew all these ways. Maybe you are a veteran. You've been married for years. But I think oftentimes we fall into this rut or this routine where it just becomes, so routine that we're just trying to keep things flowing like a machine. And we forget to do these things. So you can be on one side of the fence or the other. You can be brand new into marriage and you can take these and put them into practice and see how they work. Or maybe you've been doing these for years and you've kind of slowed down and stopped doing them. Well, now's a perfect time to just rev them back up, to revamp them, get them back into the marriage life, pump it up and re-energize that thing so that you can bless your spouse again. And it may be just the perfect time that you're hearing this. So we want to thank you guys for listening and coming here and joining us as we talk about these 5 ways to bless your spouse. And we'll be coming back with more videos as time goes on. And we just, our prayer and our hope is that you guys would have a blessed marriage. Amen.
Amen. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to Devin's channel. And leave a comment for us down below. Let us know what are some things that you do in your marriage to bless your spouse. I think we can all use different ideas, encouragement, for sure. So let us know. And let us know if you like these videos with me in it.
All right, you guys have a blessed day, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.
Bye.